Bit of a personal story. John Stewart, my uncle, when I was in high school, headed towards college, he started working for Turner in Atlanta. And he came home and brought me when the Justice League was premiering, the first Justice League, 1990, something like that. He brought me a poster that had the Justice League on it and it had John Stewart on it. And he was talking about how a lot of guys in the office were upset that they picked like John Stewart instead of like Hal Jordan or Kyle Rayner. And I mean, we were in Atlanta in the late 90s, early aughts. You guys know what that was about, right? Just to say none of the black dudes were complaining. Anyway, but that gave me a special attachment to John Stewart. I will say I probably still like Kyle Rayner more. However, I mean, maybe he's tied for John Stewart and Jessica Cruz too. He's military. I have a lot of military family. I like what he stood for. I liked his demeanor a lot, especially in that cartoon. So like, no, I'm a fan of John Stewart. Even though I'm not a fan of the Lanterns per se, no. I'm rocking with John Stewart. So I'm happy to get him. I think he could be good in the game. There's only one kind of flaw with him on my roster right now. So let's get to the video.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC World Collide video. In this video, we're going down John Marshall Stewart. I didn't know his name was Marshall. We about the same size. I'm 6'1"-ish. I'm 93 kilos. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to get into his kit. And I said at the beginning that there is a there's a flaw in him being on my squad. And that is, he is a tank and he is mighty. And I already have Superman, a legendary, who is a tank and a mighty. So just off that, he immediately starts one tier below. Then I have Penguin, who is at rank 7 right now. I think the Penguin to me is a bit of a niche tank. Like I like to run him with Poison Ivy, and I haven't had the opportunity to do that a lot, or at least to do it in a situation where it's like successful. Like I haven't been in a place where I thought, oh, Poison Ivy and Penguin will be good here. There's Bizarro as well, which I like, but because of his mechanic, he falls pretty damn quick. So I'm thinking about John Stewart taking that like kind of second spot in the mighty tank, order. But we'll see. I'm not 100% sure. So in any case, he has debuffs, counter, and single target burst. I see single target burst. I immediately think Batman now. In those situations, he might be good against mini bosses. This is also actually, now I think about it, because he's specialized in a certain way, and because I kind of know his kit from using him in Elseworld, he may be better against mini bosses than Supes in a lot of scenarios, and I'll get to that in a second. So. Bio. He led the Green Lantern Corps for many years afterwards. What does that mean? For many years afterwards. I guess we have to go to the full thing. Yeah. We won't read the full thing, like we never do. I will later, like I like to do. So anyway, let's go back. Affinities. Did I always say affiliates? I think I've been saying affiliates for the last couple of videos. Affinities. So Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. Boo. Jessica Cruz, yay. And then two characters who are not in the game yet. If I had to guess, Kyle Rayner, maybe. Oh, I wonder if they'll ever bring Atrocitus into the game. Did John Stewart? No, John Stewart was part of the Purple Lanterns for a bit. That's what that was. Anyway, okay. Anyway. Maybe it's Indigo one. All right, so in any case, those are his affiliates. He does not have a team synergy. Let's go to his skills. I've already read him in Elseworld, but I got to refresh myself because now he's on my team. Attacks the enemy with the fewest types of debuffs, dealing with the fewest types. Okay, dealing damage equal to 85% of his attack stat and adding one stack of a random debuff. Weaken, slow, armor, break for 2 turns. One, that being on there for 2 turns is awesome. 2, the fact that that's on his basic, additionally awesome. 3, he's targeting the one with the fewest debuffs, which it could be like I'm just weakening all around the team, meaning like, okay, so who's the stronger of? No buffs. But then part of me thinks like maybe I want them to stack on the weaker target. You know what I mean? Like if you've already got like 10 debuffs, adding another one for 2 turns is nice. But either way, I'm not complaining about that. I do like that a lot, actually. And this is all okay. Passive ability has a 40% chance to counter the damage dealer when attacked, dealing superpower damage equal to 70% of his attack stat, inflicting 1 stack of a random buff. Okay, and I like this. So when he responds to being attacked, he's going to apply a debuff. If this is triggered while setting up, counterattack also gains 70% lifesteal. Setting up is going to be on his ultimate. You'll see how that comes through. But 70% lifesteal on it, 40% chance and 70% attack. I mean, that's not a lot, but I mean, it's something. Damage and lifesteal amount increased to 80%. Every stack of weakness in sight increases the chances of triggering. That's something to bear in mind for the next thing. Damage and lifesteal amount increases to 90%. Every stack of weakness in sight increases the chance of triggering by 6%. Okay. Now the counter additionally gains 1 move to attack damage dealer. Counter uses, we know what a counter is. Slow, 5% reduction in speed, weaken, 8% reduction in attack, and then armor break, 20% reduction in defense. Now, going on to weakness in sight. During battle, increases max HP by 10%. When attacked, has a chance to permanently gain 1 stack of weakness in sight. Basic rate increases to 60%. Okay. Damage reduction of weakness in sight increases to 3%. When weakness in sight reaches 10 for the first time, resets the cooldown of the ultimate, and the next ultimate can be cast for free. That's cool. Okay. Each layer increases weakness in sight. Each layer increases by 2% and reduces damage. I think I had a problem with this last time how that was written. Each layer increases by 2%. What is it increases? Each layer increases by 2%. And then it says reduces damage. I mean, that's what it was saying up here as well. It's kind of, okay, maybe I'm just like misreading this, but it seems kind of off. Like increases what? With a maximum of 10 layers lasting until the end of battle. Basic rate is 40%. So the when it says chance, it's a 40% chance to permanently gain weakness in sight. Each type of debuff the damage dealer has adds a 5% chance. Okay, we like this. At least I do. Construct a sniper rifle and sets up for 2 turns. So this is the setting up part. When he's setting up, meaning he's going to stand there for 2 turns. While the rifle is present, he gains 30% damage reduction. 30% of the damage taken will be absorbed into the rifle. After 2 turns, attacks the enemy who has dealt the most total damage, dealing superpower damage equal to 200% of the amount absorbed. John creates a shield that absorbs damage equal to 15% of his max HP, so that's helping him with the survivability because, yeah, he's getting shot. He's getting hit. So he's losing life while he's stacking up this power. This shield helps him survive through that. Each stack of weakness in sight adds 15% damage to the shot. Each stack of... So the shot's already at 200%, and if I have the max of 10 weakness in sight, that's going to be 350. I'm okay with that. Shield increases to 30% after that. Shield absorbs the damage coming in. Okay, so that is his kit. Now, as I go to his gear, I have been trying to use block set as a way to substitute defense because the block amount will reduce the damage, right? With him, I don't know if I should put HP or block. If I'm being entirely... a deeper HP pool means that he can take more damage. That more damage means that he's going to absorb more. So in my head, now that I've talked that out, I want him to be an HP because we have a deeper pool. Block would reduce the amount of damage taken. Just having HP on it will say, hey, look, taking this damage. And let's go ahead. Let's see. Well, first, we'll equip that. Maybe we'll come back to it later. But yeah, if it's less defense, quote unquote, and a deeper pool, that means we'll take more damage, which means we'll spit more damage back out. At least that's my logic. So we're gonna grab all of this real quick. I'm trying to see if there's any kind of... And as a matter of fact, the more I think about it, the less I want any kind of block on him at all. I don't want you to take any of my damage away. I'm tempted to take this off Grodd. There's attack there. I wish it was HP. Like that one. But Lex's shields are based off of HP, so I have to leave that. Okay. And then is this gives me an additional HP, so I'll put that on there. This gives me HP, I'll leave that up. This gives me HP, defense. All right, so then the next attack, the next set that I want to put on him, I'm thinking about speed because of his basic, which will put more debuffs out. So I will put a speed set on him. What kind of speed do I have? Okay. So we have a help. Ooh, should I steal that off of Star Sapphire? No. Raven. I'm tempted to take it off Poison Ivy. Lex, Cheetah, Starfire. Why do you have this still? Zatanna, Star Sapphire. So I think I'm gonna have to stick with the regular speed. We'll leave that HP set there. Yeah, there's nothing that's leveled up, and I don't want to take it off anybody. I'd rather just rank his stuff up. I think. Star Sapphire stun. I like getting her stun out there. What does this do though? It does give her an attack bonus now that it's at level 10. All right, so we'll just do this. And then I will level his stuff up as we go. Don't we also have the possibility for this to be HP, or is this all? Yeah, this is HP as well. You can get an HP one, which I may take off of Mr. Robot, my end. Nope, we'll do that. Equip. Okay, so we got a deep pool of HP. We can get HP here, here. All right, cool. All right, I'm good with that. Go back to his stats. He's 208, so he's still kind of slow. But I'd rather have the HP. All right, so now he does not have a trial, so we'll take him into arena, and then we'll call that a video. It's gonna be kind of difficult for him in arena though, depending on who I run up against. We can rock with this, right? We can rock with that. Okay. Ooh, we should not have rocked with that. Can we back out of these? Yeah, we can back out. The reason why is that was heavy tactical. That was going to demolish him. All right, so we take out Lex. Where are you, John Stewart? Right there. I'm tempted to run him with maybe, well, nope, that's damage reduction. Okay, so here's the thing. I want to find a way to increase his survivability, but anything that I do that reduces his damage, my thought was put Two-Face next to him and that reduces damage, help with survivability, but that damage reduction then does affect his ultimate ability that we want to be as strong as possible. Let's see. They are probably going to wipe them out. I should probably replace them with some not so strong tunes. Who else would run well with Johnstone? Actually, let's see. Let's go ahead and grab Kid Flash. He'll be sure to give him heals. Lex still has a damage reduction, but if he has up shields, there's a question of whether that will go. This damage reduction only happens if I take his team synergy, so I won't do that. I'll stick with Kid Flash's synergy. But the shields that will be put up by Lex will hopefully help him with survivability. Could also run Jessica Cruz with him for additional shields, but that's fine. Now we have Wonder Woman as our damage dealer, and there will be lifesteal from Zatanna to help sustain him. All right, so this should be good. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. And actually, once he's all right, so now he's setting up. I'm gonna slow it down a bit to see the damage come through. Although they're focusing on Lex a lot, I'd rather they didn't. All right, so boom, a little bit there, counterattack. Okay. Took a crit shot there. So like okay. And this is why I was trying to like make the teams kind of even, kind of equal, because I didn't want it to be like that he's just stomped. But I also don't want us to just stomp them. I want to be able to actually see how well he's doing. Okay. I mean, he's taking damage all along, right? There's another crit shot. Boom. Now we're waiting. I think he's about to fire his sniper rifle. That was solid damage on Wonder Woman, who I assume is actually pretty high up. Now, is that the primary? That's the thing. He should not be the primary damage dealer. He should be the tank that can hit hard. And then we have Wonder Woman handle the rest. But I do like that mechanic. I do. Seems like a long setup, though. I'll be honest about that part, too. That you want the battle to go at least 3. At least 3 turns. And in the meantime, he is laying out debuffs, so I do need to keep track of that. He does have 10 weakness in sight. It would be nice if Kid Flash would pop off and heal him a little bit. He's at a decrease attack. Okay. Or weaken, I should say. Shields up from Lex, and we can speed this up now. Okay. So far, I liked that sniper shot. It did good damage. However, one, he's a tank, and he's doing a good job. I've tried to put him in a situation that's advantageous to him, to be quite frank. So he's done a good job. I'm just watching the damage that's being taken. He's not going to be put in over Superman. No. I might put him in over Penguin. That might be a personal preference, though. Because I do like the counterattacks as well while he's in setup mode. I like out-of-turn attacks. So, I do like. I am hesitant, though. I would like to see him at higher ranks. I want to see him at rank 6, 7, and 8. Let's see. Cannot mess with that team. Let's refresh. Something slightly higher. Okay, 600. Okay, that should go. That's much higher than us now. I don't know that we'll survive, and I don't know that he'll be able to take this damage. Let's just be real about that. I'm tempted to let Lex's shields go first. That way, he's going to already have the shields up. Then when he goes on this, yeah, I think I want to do that because this team is stronger. Okay. All right. Let's see how that goes. So, slow added on the basic to Nightwing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, so let's hurry up and get to his ultimate now. There we go. All right, so now he's set up, and now I'm looking for the counterattacks. There's one. And I was just about to say, I'm paranoid about getting Wonder Woman's ultimate. I would love for Kid Flash to run his ultimate right now. That'd be nice, because we're taking damage a lot, and he's getting lower and lower. We'll take shields. We'll take shields as well. That's fine by me. Some heals. Okay, cool. So now I'm back to being okay with this whole situation. I want to know who he hits. All right, so tank. I wish that counted towards his damage. I wish the tank counted towards his damage. Okay, his turn's coming up. That did not do a lot. That did not do a lot of damage. That last one was disappointing. Okay, so I'm going to continue to work on John Stewart. Maybe. I want to rank him up, and I want to see what he does at higher levels. But he's not going to be the best mighty tank. That's going to be Soups. And I think that depending on the situation, you bring him. But he's not going to work for every situation. I don't know if he can be a default tank. In that way, once your roster gets deep, I don't know that he can be a default tank in that way. Ooh, there he goes. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. See you guys next time. Just end. Oh.